Football Dad's Army, welcome to the show, the Loose Cannon Podcast, episode 2. We're here today. We're going to talk about the North London Derby, obviously. We're going to touch on. Uh, uh, oh, man, I've lost my train of thought straight away. Oh, God. Good start, wasn't it? Good start to the show. Sorry. Right, yeah, we're going to talk about the North London Derby. We're going to obviously talk about the match predictions that we did on Thursday with McManus and one of the people in the chat, John. We're going to go over them, all the predictions we did for the weekend's football. We're also going to talk about the Fantasy Football League, see how we're doing in that. And then if Early Doors, we're expecting him to come on and be a guest panelist, West Ham fan, we're going to talk about West Ham as well. So let's get to it. Hello, AFC Always is in the chat. Big up to yourself, AFC Always. Thanks for dropping in. We're going to discuss the North London Derby. Now, we knew that there was going to be some changes because of the injuries. And, my personal thoughts of the game, I didn't think it was a great game. But we still did enough for Spurs. We still did enough to beat them in the end, getting that goal from a free corner, Gabriel, best centre-back partnership with Saliba in the league, without a shadow of a doubt. Defended very, very well. I think Jury and Timber had a good game as well. And but apart from that, it was a bit toothless from both sides. Not much creation up front. I think Martinelli had a poor game as well. But we had enough. We'd done enough. We got the result. 1-0 to the Arsenal, old school. And we go second in the league. And now we take on Man City next week. If we beat them, we go top. So what was your thoughts on the game, Tone? Sorry, Anthony.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the greatest games, was it? I mean, the first half was absolutely boring. The first half, I feel like the first 10, 15 minutes, Tottenham were right up for it. To be honest with you, we were struggling in the first 15 minutes, but like I said, second half comes in, and obviously, it was different in the second half. I got to be honest with you, I felt that Raya, for me, he was like standing in that game. Timber, Gabriel, and Saliba, they both put in the shift. I thought, to be honest with you, I thought Ben White was poor in that game. Obviously, Jorginho and Partey, I thought they were poor. They were very quiet. But then again, we didn't have a midfield, did we? So that was that. I did notice towards the end we were playing the long ball, like the old days, like under George Graham, how we used
Yeah.
to play. But in all fairness, it wasn't. It paid off, but in all fairness, it wasn't working, Lee. I mean,
No.
you've got to have that main striker up front if you're playing the long ball. And long ball is not for Kai Havertz. I mean, there was times where he was offside in the game.
Yeah.
There's talks about the prior for Tottenham. That injury with Timber with the ball. To be honest with you, I didn't think it was an injury. It was a 50-50. He was the one that put the challenge in. He came off worse. So, in all fairness, that wasn't a foul in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, it was a good cross, good corner from Saka, and Gabriel getting on the end of it, and obviously scoring that goal and keeping a clean sheet was vital. So at the end of the day, it was a smash and grab game, but I'm glad we won. Got 3 points, clean sheet, and then we move on.
Absolutely. And we've won away again at Spurs 3 times in a row. Last time was 88. Last
Yeah.
time that happened under George Graham. AFC Always knows about that. I'm sure he put that in a comment on one of my shows. Yeah, but I've seen it. I forgot about it, but I was reminded of it, and don't happen very often. And the what's quite amusing, I found, about the punditry was something that Jamie O'Hara said when he was being laughed at by Jason Cundy. Them two complete. I don't want to swear, but I can't stand them. The pair of them, anyway.
Mm.
Cundy was having a go at O'Hara. This is a man who wore a Man City top when Tottenham was when Man City was playing at White Hart Lane last season, praying to lose the game, and he had the cheek to say on Talk Sport, "You've got to back your team, ain't you? You got to get behind your team." I thought, hypocrite, hypocrite.
Yeah,
What's he saying? You've got to back your team, and then like last season, he was wearing a Man City shirt. I thought,
yeah.
what a fucking pleb!
Well,
What a pleb! He
he
is a
is a
cool.
player.
He is
But
my
then
life.
again, that game there, you could turn around and see some about the Arsenal fans because there was Arsenal fans, a couple of them, that were cheering for Tottenham in that game, and some of the Arsenal fans were wearing Tottenham shirts. So do you
I've
know
never
what I
seen
mean?
the Arsenal fans wearing a top. If I ever
Yeah,
seen that, I will
There was an Arsenal fan that wore a Tottenham shirt. He was on a video on YouTube, and we're like thinking, "You ain't no fan.
just as
You
bad
ain't
then.
no fan." Yeah, so it was just as bad. It wasn't
Yeah,
all Arsenal
disgusting.
fans. Let's be honest. It was just a very small, a very small number of Arsenal fans that was doing that. I just want to get that out there first. But yeah, I think with this Jimmy, I can't stand the guy as well. I'm on the same wavelength as you. I think the guy's a complete melt or a
Yeah,
tool, whatever it is you want to call him.
absolutely.
So I've got no sympathy for him. And then on the weekend, he was having the piss ripped out of him because obviously Arsenal
Yeah,
beating his team. So in all fairness, it shut him up, and rightly so, because the
he,
guy's an idiot.
he done a combined 11, Anthony, right? And I've just seen
Yeah,
some comments. I never saw what he said, but he done a combined 11, and he put three Tottenham defenders in front of the Arsenal. Three of the four defenders were Tottenham in his
yeah.
combined 11, which is absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, let's get to the comments. AFC always. Let me come back to that AFC always because I'm not sure what you said there, but I like what you're saying there. The result bigger than the performance. Martinelli and Party were trash. The
Yeah.
ref ruined the game, handed out 7 yellow cards. Yeah, he was a bit card at me, wasn't he? Yeah, we've beaten Tottenham 3 times on the bounce, the first time since 1988 under George Graham. Yeah, but I've didn't hear. I haven't seen this anywhere. Have you seen this, Anthony? What did you make of Pep being disrespectful to our football club? What did he say? What did Pep
I
say?
don't, I don't know. In all fairness, this is the first I've heard of it. But I
And me?
mean, anything that AFC puts in, I always type it in on YouTube after, and 9 times out of 10, he does tell the truth, and the video does pop up on YouTube.
Okay.
So
No, I haven't.
I don't know what he was saying. I don't know what was meant. Whether it was after the game, I don't know. But after when our game finished, he may have said something in his interview, his press conference,
Mm.
or whatever. I don't know. I didn't hear it as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure what
Yeah. Put it in the
what you're
chat.
talking.
AFC always put it in the chat.
Yeah, yeah. Put it in
Yeah.
the chat, AFC always. What if you ain't got to write a novel? You know what I mean? If you just write a couple of sentences.
Mm.
But what did he actually? Did he say anything? He must have said something. He must have been being a bit derogatory or so. I don't know. But he's normally pretty respectful, Pep, isn't he? He's not. He don't really get into it like that. I've never
Yeah.
seen him, and I've seen a lot of. I've seen a video on YouTube as well about AFTV outside the stadium getting attacked by the Tottenham fans. Tottenham fans giving it to AFTV. That's been so disrespectful, man. What's their problem? Yeah, I mean they're outside the All right, they're outside their stadium talking about the game, but then they're trying to attack AFTV for what reason? For what
Yeah,
reason?
I mean,
Why?
I don't know what the reason is. I don't agree with it.
Yeah, they're
But in all
just
fairness, it's not a channel that I watch. It's not a channel that I really like
no,
watching.
nor me.
But
But I'm just
it's
saying that.
no,
But
it's
why?
disrespectful.
Yeah, childish behaviour, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
like the 70s and 80s no more with all the football violence. And they weren't there for a fight. They was there to watch the game. And they was there to comment and do their fan reactions after the game, their fan cam. But they've always done that. So
yeah.
why all of a sudden is... I know it happened a couple of years ago, didn't it? I think it was at Goodison Park.
I think it
Arsenal,
was.
their own fans, Arsenal fans were giving it to them at that time. But this
Yeah,
time it's Tottenham fans, getting a needle, what's the word? Sour grapes is the word. Sour
So,
grapes because they both was shit. Both teams played poor, but we got the win, and it's you know, it's sour grapes from them, and yeah, like just being flash and giving it the big and behind the security. Like they have TVs, they was all behind the security, obviously, and they was leaning over the security guards, trying to make it out, trying to hold me back, sort of thing. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Which to me is a bit fucking stupid. Here we go. Since 2024, Arsenal have played 11 games. Yep, I know. Won 10, drawn 1. We haven't lost in 2024. Yeah, I know that. I know, yeah. Scored 31 goals, only conceded 3, kept 9 clean sheets. That is impressive. That is very impressive. Evening, John. How you doing, fella? I was with John on Sunday watching the game, actually.
Yeah.
John, we're going to read out the old predictions, the results of the predictions. See how many you got right. We'll have a look at that in a little while. AFC always. It's not just Arsenal Football Club. He was being disrespectful to all the other teams in the Premier League because of these 115 charges. So why is he being disrespectful because his team's been charged with 115 charges? Then what could he have
Well,
said?
I don't know, but we know these charges. It started yesterday. The investigation
Yes,
started
yes, he did.
yesterday.
Yeah.
But what I've been reading, it can carry on from now up until they reckon 2030.
Mm.
You know, so but it's like what I said. The quicker that they resolve the situation, the better it will be. I mean,
But
this is
it
Pep's.
could- sorry. Did you say it could go on to 2030?
Yeah, it could go on to 2030.
How could it go on for
Depending,
like 6 years?
it can go on for a hell of a long time. And I gotta be honest with
Wow.
you, I gotta be honest with you. Yeah, there's gonna be people saying it on streams and all that. Do you know what, Lee? I'll be honest with you. You can understand maybe the first or 2 weeks, but then when people keeps bringing it up on, even on shows like on YouTube shows and all that, there's going to be certain individuals, including myself, that's going to be pretty bored. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Airing it all the time. So, it's one of those things obviously has got to be looked into. What people
Mhm.
don't understand is um, Pep's contract at Man City is up this year.
Yeah.
He
It's
hasn't
last year.
renewed it, not yet.
No.
So obviously it makes you think whether it's from now until the end of the season, they might resolve the problem pretty quick. But it's like what I said to my mate in work. He's a Man City fan, and I said if Pep doesn't sign a new contract and he leaves Man City, then it's funny we might possibly know what the outcome is, because whether they're, I think what it is, I did read that the populations are, they might have to start on -8 for 2 seasons in a row. So they're talking about -10 points, and they'll get a hefty fine, and they won't be able to sign any players for like 1 or 2 seasons. That's
Mm.
another a rule that I read that could possibly be going to Man City. Well, I'm just saying they'll accept that. To me, that's like a slap on the wrist.
Yeah. Of
I mean,
course it would be.
-10 points, fucking hell. I mean, let's be honest with you. If even if they started on minus
They're
ten
still
points,
finishing the top four,
yeah, they'll still finish second, or maybe fucking
third.
win the league. Do you know what I mean?
They
But
won't win the league with -10 points because we will.
well, it depends on what Nicholas. Depends on what transfer windows we have, Lee. Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I mean, anything can happen. But it's like what I said. If they're paid a fine, because when they pay the fine, who does the fine go to?
Do you know when
It
them
goes to
fines should go?
FIFA.
It goes to the FA, didn't it?
Yeah, goes to the FA. So
Yeah.
the FA will get money from that, but also that I don't think they'll get relegated, knocking down to the championship. Because I'm not being funny. A team like Man City, if their game is televised, it brings in money. So they won't jeopardize the income, the salary for that, from what the games for Man City. So they'd be
Mm.
better off starting them on minus points, a hefty fine, and also
Yeah.
not allowed to buy players for like 1 or 2 seasons. That's most probably what they'll get. But it's like that. It's all to do with this. It's all to do with money.
Yeah, of
But
course.
Man City makes money for the Premier League, Sky Sports, and all the other stuff as well around it. So
Yeah.
they won't chuck them out the Premier League. Sorry.
Well, they deserve it because if Rangers
Yeah.
can go out, Rangers up in Scotland can be relegated to the third tier. I think they went down to, didn't they?
Yeah.
Or did they go right out of the league? I think they might have gone even right out of the league
I
and built
no,
themselves
I
back
think
up
went
again.
right down to the Division 3. I think it is their lowest
Yeah.
or something
Oh,
like
is it
that.
the
It's
third
down
tier? Yeah.
to so I think Ali McCoy's got them all the way up because he was the manager then, wasn't he? Ali McCoy's for Rangers.
Okay. Yes, he was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good comment, John. Yeah, I saw that. Did you see that, Anthony? The mascot, all the Arsenal was walking past the top of the mascots, and they was all shaking the Arsenal players' hands, and then the little Arsenal mascot ran over to them, was pushing them away from the Arsenal players. Get away!
Oh yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah, yeah.
That was good. Yeah, get away from our players. Shake your own players' hands.
Mm.
Basically, little kid, little mascot, about I don't know, about 10. We can't afford to make too many changes for the Atlanta game. It would be a very tough game. Look what they did to Liverpool. Well, Declan Rice will be back. Calafiori apparently is going to be fit for that game. You know, I think having Declan Rice back is going to make a massive difference. You see how much we missed him. I know Odegaard was missing as well on Sunday, but I think we can cope without Odegaard better than what we cope without
Declan
Rice
Rice.
because yeah,
Yeah.
there's more options to fill Odegaard's shoes than there is to fill Declan Rice. I think because Jorginho or Party, they're nowhere near him. They ain't got the legs. They ain't got the
No, he
legs
hasn't. He
anymore,
hasn't got the legs. No, he's like
and you can
down
tell that.
defence.
Oh, that's why I used two, and I said it on my prediction. Predicted lineup. I said that myself. I said because they ain't got the legs, you're gonna
Yeah,
need them both in there. You're gonna need them
yeah.
both in there. But also,
You are.
that's right, John. I see what you're saying as well. You might want to rest players because the game on Sunday is a bigger game. It's a bigger game
Mm,
for me. Away to City is bigger than away to Atlanta. I know it's a
mm,
Champions League game, but we could like try and sit again like we did. Try and not get beat. Maybe 0-0 or something at Atlanta, and then save everything for Sunday and just go and try and smash Man City. Because Man City, you can score against them. Look what Bournemouth done against them. Is it Bournemouth? Was it Bournemouth? Did they play? Or was it Brentford? It was Brentford. Sorry, yeah,
Brentford.
Brentford scored first. Brentford scored within the first minute.
Yeah. Did you know that Brentford, they was the last team to beat Man City in the Premier League, 2-1. That was back in November.
Okay, yeah, but
Last, I think it
they
was
have,
last season.
they are beatable, Man City. They do slip up every now and again.
Yeah.
They lost 4 games last season, so they
Was it
are
last
beat.
season? No, it wouldn't have been last season. I think it was the season before. Because I can remember Ivan Toney scoring 2 goals because last season he was on that band, wasn't he? So
Yeah.
that would have been the season before. So that was the last game they lost at home against Brentford because
Okay.
they lost 4 games last season, Man City, and I believe all of them was away. They lost away, so their away form was poor. So
Yeah.
and their own form was all right. Fucking hell, I'm seeing things here. Jesus.
Good evening, Tone. How
Hi,
are
Good
you?
Tim.
evening, mate. No, I'm good, mate. Yourself?
Yep, not so bad. Not so bad. Good to see you on the show. Thanks for joining in. Early Doors Football TV, everybody. Um, West Ham fan, great channel. Go and have a look at his channel. Subscribe to it, and you know, if you love West Ham, you'll love his channel. Trust me. Big up Tony from AFC always.
Yeah, big up AFC always. Hope you're doing well, mate.
I love Paul Merson's comment. said he's got more chance of winning Strictly Come Dancing than Big Hands winning a trophy.
Yeah.
There's another point. I'm just going to bring this up as well. John's just put in there. A draw at Man City won't do. We need to get 3 points. We took 4 points off Man City and still didn't win the league. Yeah, I didn't say a draw at Man City. I said maybe be cautious and be careful at midweek on Thursday against Atalanta to save ourselves to go to City and try and smash them. I don't want to draw. Last season when we drew at the Etihad, I said before the game I'd take a draw, but I don't want to take a draw this time around. I don't want to. I want to beat them. I want to show them that we can box with the big boys, and hopefully we'll have some players back, and we can do it. Hopefully we'll have a full strength squad, but I can't see it. Yes, David Raya. That's something you got to talk about. Made some outstanding saves again, didn't he?
He did. Yeah. He could have been quite easily man of the match, but just like it was easier just to give it to Gabriel because he was the one that ended up scoring the bloody
He
goal.
scored the goal, yeah. But he was man of the match. If Gabriel don't score, that game's 0-0. David Raya's man of the match.
But yeah, I think he was my man of the match anyway. He's not just about scoring goals; he's about participating as well and getting stuck in your overall game is around you sort of thing. So I thought that Raya, in all fairness, should have had man of the match, or maybe not. If it wasn't Raya, you could have most probably give it to Timber as well because I thought Timber played really well in that game.
He did. He was. He was one of the better players. The defense as a whole was good, apart from Ben White. Ben White was don't know. There was a little altercation as well, weren't there? Ben White was trying to get involved a little bit. But apart from that, that's the most passion I've seen from him.
Yeah.
Question for Tony: did you have pie and mash for your tea?
Yeah, I saw this a minute ago. No, I didn't, mate. I did a nice pasta and some nice bacon lardons added onto it and everything else. Yeah, very nice, and some treats.
Yes. I had a nice pie and mash the other day. Actually,
Yeah.
she went down to Chris Street and went to Maureen's and got me a pie and mash.
Oh,
yeah,
you fat bastard! Sorry, man. No, sounds nice.
Yeah.
Sounds nice.
My
missus could like tea.
It's gone now. Old Nathan's, that's gone.
Oh, bloody hell.
Aces, Tony.
Big up Aces. Good to see you, mate.
What was you saying there? Bristol Rovers tractor supporter.
Yes.
No. The Rovers.
She's doing good, mate.
It's going to finish now. Bristol Rovers, they got their ass kicked 4-0 by Wigan. And you know what? I was so glad and so happy about it. There's another little story about Bristol Rovers. We did a building job around the corner from their stadium, and none of the toilets were working in the house we was working on. So I come out the house, walk around the corner, I'm thinking, where can I have a piss? And I'm thinking, oh, look, the Memorial Stadium's there, Bristol Rovers. So I had a piss against that. And you know what? It was a nice piss, believe it or not.
Pie mash and mushy peas. We don't have mushy peas with pie mash. Whether it was liquor, parsley sauce.
No. That's the thing. Mushy peas as well is. I don't like pie. I don't eat pies, believe it or not. I do not like pies, but that's what a lot of people ask with mushy peas and mashed potato.
Yeah, but not with pie and mash.
Mushy peas. That's a northern dish, isn't it? Mushy peas. There's a question from AFC always. Would you say we had the best goalkeeper and defence for years? Absolutely. We've got the best defence and goalkeeper in the league. I've got to say,
not goalkeeper. Not goalkeeper. No.
Yeah, man.
He's proven his defence. I agree on. I wouldn't agree on. I'm saying with Anthony. I wouldn't agree on the goalkeeper. He's okay.
Who's the best, Ederson? Do you think Ederson or Addison?
One of them two, yeah. Actually, you could put Martinez in there for Villa.
I think Raya's coming good.
World Cup winner, ex-Arsenal goalkeeper, but he's a World Cup winner.
Funny, Lee. If your defence is good, any goalkeeper should be okay. I mean, look at when you got Saliba injured, a couple of years ago, when he got injured, your defence went to shit.
Yeah,
because they didn't know what to do with themselves.
yeah. We had
Gabriel,
Rob Holding,
Sean
that's
Gabriel
why.
and Ramsdale, they couldn't organise a piss up in a brewery. Them two.
We had Rob
No.
Holding in that defence, that's why. And what a pile of shit he is. We got him on.
I mean, your worst player on that one, mate, was Gabriel. He was the worst one.
Yeah, everyone was saying about it, the Bozo gene, weren't they? Then, yeah.
No, he didn't know what to do with himself. He was lost.
Yeah, he was.
Did you see the incident? Yeah, I saw that, John. I watched the game with you. Yeah, he won the ball, Timber. Exactly that. It all nearly kicked off, didn't it? Was that the tackle when it all nearly kicks off? It might have been. I know there was a couple of little incidents.
Did it carry on in the tunnel as well? Apparently, didn't it carry it went into the tunnel? A little ding dong in there as well.
Possibly, Tone, but I watched the game in the pub, so as soon as the game finished, he turns turns the thing off, the sand, and puts the jukebox back on again. So we didn't have the on for the Wolves Newcastle game. He didn't keep the sand on for that, but he kept the screen up. But as soon as the Arsenal game was over, as soon as the final whistle goes, bang it.
Straight over.
The sound goes off, and you can't hear nothing else. Then it's just the music. I can jump one there. What's that? Did you see 4 minutes footage of Tottenham supporters trying to attack AFTV on Sunday? Yeah, we spoke about that at the beginning of the show. We mentioned it and said, yeah, they was outside the stadium trying to. Yeah, they were trying to attack him, weren't they? Robbie and Cecil and all them boys. Ramsdale hasn't had a good start at Southampton. He's probably going to get relegated again, Ramsdale. I feel
That's
sorry
the
for
worst
him, man.
mistake of his career. That's the worst mistake of his career. Going to
Yeah,
Southampton, I would have rather gone there on loan than a permanent move. I think Ramsdale's made the biggest mistake of his career there. Plus, could it affect his England call up as well? Because if they get relegated and no team comes in for him and he stays in the Championship, is that going to affect an England call up?
possibly, yeah. I don't mean the Premier League. I mean for Arsenal for having the best goalkeeper. Yeah, I know you meant it just for Arsenal. I said it. I said I think we've got the best goalkeeper and defence in the Premier League. That was my opinion. But I know you only meant for Arsenal, and yeah, we have. We haven't had a since Lehman and Campbell and Torre, Lorraine. We haven't had a defence since then really as good as that. We've all had like.
Come on, we had Adams, Bolden, Winterburn, and
No, I
Dixon.
mean, but Lauren and Campbell and Torre was after Keown and Adams,
Yeah, I
weren't
know.
they?
But they
I
were
said
the best
since then we haven't
defenders.
had a good defence.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we haven't. Mustafi, Koscielny was all right, but he had a mistake in him. Mertesacker he was too. I don't know. I didn't rate him. For Marlon, a few others, Squillaci and
Yeah.
what's his name?
I heard you was a big Senderos fan, Lee. Is that true?
Philip Senderos. Yeah. Yep, the Tottenham keeper got a yellow card in the tunnel.
Cheers,
Yes.
John. I knew it was one of them.
Yeah. We don't have to be at our best to beat Tottenham. No, that's true.
They were shocking. They was absolutely shocking Spurs when you
They was terrible as well.
played.
I mean, they have a go at us, right? Tottenham fans always have a go at us about the money we spent on players. But look, what did they spend on Johnson? 50 million. What did they spend on Solanke? 65 million. They've done the same thing. They don't, it's double standards for me. They're just Tottenham fans are a different breed. They're a different breed.
They're free kicks as well. And corner kicks are awful.
Oh, Ballcat edits. Sorry. What's this? Brentford are losing to Leighton Orient 1-0. Fucking hell. Ballcat edits. Hello, how are you? Yes, I do remember you. You come on one of my little streams before. Yeah, I remember you. Andros Santos was the worst left back at Arsenal I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he was shit, wasn't he? He was shit. He didn't really get a lot of games either, did he? I didn't used to like. Oh my God, what was his name? It's gone right at me bloody head.
Not cliche.
No, not Clichy. After Clichy. It comes to me.
Gallas?
No, he was a centre half. Left back. He was there when Gallas was there. I think Arteta sold him. What was his name? I can see his face. I can't think of his name. I don't know why. Full Teta, no management tactics. Tottenham had 7 players on bookings and not taking advantage is criminal. I think Arteta, the way he set up was correct. I think he done the right thing. I think
When
we knew we
Savaris,
couldn't attack them. We knew we couldn't attack Spurs.
No,
And
I
I
get
think
what he's saying here, Lee. What he's basically saying is, we've got 7 players on a booking who's on a yellow card. You just wind up a little bit more than that, so they do another
wind
one.
them
And
up.
then
Yeah,
take
try
players
and get.
off.
Not Clichy, John. No. What was his name?
Savaris, was it?
No,
Savaris?
no. Before he was there for a few years. He was left back for ages. I can't fucking believe I can't remember his name.
Oh, not Gibbs.
No. I've got to have to go on my phone now, haven't I? Because
Well,
it's
the
going
Bee
to
Gees,
drive me.
Anthony. Fucking hell, I didn't know you had them
Yeah.
signed at Arsenal.
Yeah.
Who?
Fucking the Bee Gees, the
The
Gibbs.
Bee Gees. And then so Mikel Arteta came to us and it was a fucking tragedy, I'll tell you that.
Oh man.
Come on, Lee, find out what it is.
I've got to find it because it's going to drive me insane. What are they doing? Hang on. Oh, mate. I can't believe I can't remember his name. It's not even coming up. It's not even coming up. QPR are losing 1-0 to Palace. Not Winterburn, John. What was his name?
We had Winterburn. After that was Ashley Cole.
It wasn't
Then
Ashley Cole.
Then it was Cliche. Then it was Gibbs.
No.
Oh, not Silvino, the Brazilian. No. Oh, you said that Arteta got rid of him. Bloody hell. The only left back I know what Mikel Arteta got rid of was Kieran Tierney on me.
No.
Ashley Cole?
No. I can't fucking think of it. I can't. It's not coming up. So I'll just put in ex-Arsenal left backs. Hang on, this might do it. No. I can't find it. This is going to drive me mad.
Coming up some right. I'm thinking what I'm looking for.
Eh?
Yeah, look, he said, look, Ashley Cole, Winterburn. Yeah, I had the same thing.
No. Yeah, Winterburn and Ashley Cole definitely was Arsenal's best left backs. I didn't think he was that great. All right, let's see if it comes up on this one then. No, that was all just getting. I'm just getting all. No, he was a right back anyway. Cole Jenkinson.
Damn! I was gonna wind him up then. He's like that. Yeah, that's him.
It was Carlo Torre. What was he?
Centre half.
Centre half. Mikel Arteta only had 150 appearances for you. Fucking hell.
I can't believe this. Oh, mate, I can't find it. I can't fucking find it.
AFC always. Apparently, there's a left back that Lee said Arteta sold.
I can't think of the name of the left back. Blonde hair.
What season would it have been, Lee?
It would have been probably the first season, 2019-2020. Or was that the second season? Maybe I should put Arsenal defender. It might come up.
Maitland-Niles?
No.
David Luiz?
No.
It's Socrates. Who else is there? Torreira?
No. He was a midfielder.
Ceballos, no, it won't be him. Bellowin? No, he's right back, wasn't he?
Right back.
Tierney, no, it won't be him then.
Fucking hell.
Kolasinac.
No. Oh, what's his fucking name? He had blonde hair.
That now is it, Dan? Nacho Monreal?
That's him. Nacho Monreal. That's it. You got it. Monreal. Everton 1-0 against Southampton. Monreal, yeah, look, he's put it in there now. Look, AFC always. Monreal, that's the one. That's the one. That's the one I couldn't think of. Right, where was we?
I thought that was Unai Emery. I thought that was Unai Emery who got rid of him.
I thought it was Arteta. It might have been. It might have been. I might have got it wrong, but I might have got it wrong. I don't know. So, where was we before we lost our train of thought? Well, I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, we were still finding that left back from Arsenal. We don't know who he is yet.
Yeah, from 1924, the left back from 1924. We found him.
Oh, it was Emery. It was Emery. Oh, sorry then. Beg your pardon. I thought it was Arteta got rid of him when he first come. Liverpool 1-0 down to Milan. Okay. Well, while you're in the chat, John, while he's in the chat, should we have a look at the our predictions that we did?
Yeah, go on then.
Should we have a quick look? Let's go through them.
Yeah.
So we've done some match predictions, but McManus was on the channel. We done it on Thursday, but we're not on this Thursday because of the Arsenal game. So we're going to call them out now. Tone, I believe you do match predictions as well, didn't you?
Mm.
So have you got yours, Andy? So you can see how many you got right as well.
I don't want to give anything away. He'll start crying above you to the side. He'll start crying, mate.
No, Tony Lefty is on his fax machine. You know.
Right, Southampton, Man United played well, to be fair, in that game. I watched that game. Man United played well, to be fair, and I watched that game. Let me just dial that so I can come back to that message, that comment. So they won 3-0. I predicted 1-1. Anthony predicted 2-1. John in the chat predicted 2-2. And McManus predicted 2-1 to Southampton. So, and the result was 3-0, Man United. We everyone thought, apart from McManus, thought that there was going to be a draw or they was going to get beat. No one predicted them to win.
Apart from my one, Anthony's brother did. He got it correct.
Did he? What, 3-0 Man United?
Yeah, you got that right.
Yeah, so what was the score? Right, the next game, Brighton Ipswich was 0-0. I predicted 1-0 Brighton. Anthony 2-0 Brighton. John in the chat 1-0 Brighton. And McManus 3-0 Brighton. Couldn't have got that more wrong. There was no goals in that game, 0-0. Right, here's one that Anthony got right. Palace Leicester 2-2. So Anthony got that one right. What did you predict, Tone?
Let me have a look what that game. What was that I put on there? The Palace game.
Yeah.
I had 2-1.
2-1. So Anthony was the only one to get that one right. Fulham West Ham. I predicted 3-2 West Ham. Anthony was 1-1. That's another one he's got right.
Well, you didn't do that on our one. You got that one wrong,
No,
mate.
I went 2-2 on our one. I knew I went for a draw, but I couldn't remember if I said 1-1 or 2-2. So this one I got right. And on our two tomorrow, I got wrong.
John in the chat said what did he say? 2-1. John in the chat, but McManus said 3-1 to West Ham. So Anthony's pretty good at this, isn't you?
Yeah, not too bad.
Liverpool Forest. Who no one would have predicted a 1-0 win of Forest. I wouldn't believe anyone. If anyone told me they predicted 1-0 Forest, I wouldn't believe you. Never in a million years.
I think I
said
did.
4. I said 4-1. You said 3-1.
Yeah.
John in the chat said 3-0. Oh no, sorry, 4-0. And McManus said 3-0. No one got that one right either. Man City, Brentford. I said 2-0 Man City. Anthony said 3-1. John said 3-0. McManus said 4-1. It was 2-1. What's the next one? Everton Villa. Oh, sorry, Aston Villa. Aston Villa Everton. 3-2 that game. 2-0 up again, Everton. Second game in a row, and they've conceded 3 late goals. What is happening at Everton? Lost that game 3-2. I predicted 0-0. Anthony predicted 4-1 Villa. John 3-1 Villa. McManus 3-0 Villa. No one thought Everton was going to score, but it's got the first 2 goals. The next game was Bournemouth Chelsea. It was 1-0 to Chelsea. I predicted that. So I got that one right. Anthony predicted 2-0 Chelsea, 3-1. John predicted, 3-2 and 2-1 McManus predicted to Chelsea. The next game we've got on here is Spurs Arsenal. Now I predicted 2-2. 1-1 from Anthony, 3-1 to Arsenal from John, and 1-0 McManus. The score was 1-0. 1-0. 1-0 to the Arsenal. That's an old-fashioned score, isn't it? And the last game was Wolves-Newcastle. I predicted 2-1 Newcastle. So did Anthony. John was 2-2. McManus was 2-0. And the score was 2-1. So I got 2 right. Anthony got 4 right, and no one else got any. Yeah.
So I know for a fact I got 3 right. So if I got 4 right, I know for a fact I got 3 right on tomorrow night's show.
Okay. Right, let's just go into this. Arteta got rid of a team that his only trophy under Emery. He's got rid of the team that won the only trophy, basically, didn't you? He has. He did. He's the team that's won the only trophy he's won. This season he's got to do something. Brentford have come back. They're beating Leyton Orient 2-1. Haaland been at Man City 2 years, scored 99 goals in 103 games. Question: Do you think Haaland will beat Alan Shearer all-time Premier League goals? I don't think he will, because he will end up at Real Madrid. Yeah, I think that. I don't think he'll be at City. I think he'll be this season, maybe one more, and then he'll go to Real Madrid.
Well, hopefully he won't do like an Harry Kane and hang around. But if he's hungry enough and he wants to beat the record and walk away, with that, then that's the only thing that'll keep him staying.
Well, he could.
League.
What is the record? Do you know what the record is for Alan Shearer's goals?
250 odd goals or something like that.
250.
Yeah,
250, something like that.
I hope he doesn't go, because it's nice to have good top quality strikers in our Premier League. Seriously, if you get rid of, let's say if Haaland goes, if Haaland goes, who are we left with then? Ollie Watkins,
260
main
goals.
goal scorers, and what was it? Isaac from Newcastle. They'd be the only main 2.
Havertz is going to get 30 goals this year, mate.
Oh, if you put West Ham striker, Danny Ings, he's
Danny Ings. We're going to get.
We are going to get onto that. That's West Ham's Haaland. That is Danny Ings.
The bookies must hate Anthony. Real Madrid getting cooked by Stuttgart. Wow.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Right, this is the point of the show where our guest, our super guest, Hammer Time, Anthony from Early Doors, can now have his. Sometimes it's a rant, sometimes it's praise, sometimes it's relief, sometimes it's anger. But Anthony, Tone, take it away. What did you think of your game?
Sometimes it sends me a tweet.
Yeah, it wasn't the greatest, was it? That's for sure. And when you think about it, it was one of those games. The choice that Lopetegui put out there wasn't, the actual the team he put out wasn't great, and yeah, they deserved their goal. There's no two ways about that. But give our dues, we stuck at it, dug in, and then near the end, Bowen intercepts the ball, takes it down the width of the line, manages to keep it in, whips it across, and there he is, the old cat. Ings was in there, took it well, took the goal well, and trapped it with a foot, laid it off, and planted it bottom right hand corner. Keeper got his hand to it, but obviously was surprisingly enough, there's more power in it than they thought. So yeah, we take that all day long at the end of the day, and you can see what it meant to Bowen because he was celebrating off field when getting that equaliser. So it just shows you how much it meant to him. But the question marks, we was talking about it on Sunday. The question marks are already kind of out for Lopetegui now. In the case of, well, hold on, are we seeing Moyes in disguise? Basically, there were the comments you were getting from some West Ham people. It's early days. I mean, look, we were saying it's only 4 games in. There's a lot of players he's still got to try out, and if he's trying to find his right formation, that's not going to happen overnight. At the end of the day, the only thing we were saying, the first player we bought was Lewis Gilherme, £25 million, and he got minutes, if that. You're not going to see much from that. Anthony was saying on Sunday. I mean, the player we both want to see really to start is Somerville. Because I think that would be worthwhile seeing him in there. Antonio, look, I don't, it's all right sticking with him. I understand loyalty and all this kind of stuff, but as you know, it's a results business. So you don't bowl these players in if you're not looking to get something out of it. And I think for the board's point of view, their view is we want Europe. We want to get back into Europe. So hopefully, pray touch wood, 4-leaf clover, rabbit's foot. We're going to see Lopetegui making some changes. Because if we don't, I think then all it's going to start early, just like with your manager, is questions going to be seriously asked. What's going on?
Yeah.
There's a lot of questions being asked of Postecoglou. There's a lot of Tottenham fans I've seen online absolutely doing their bollocks about him. Like the Arsenal fans, some Arsenal fans do with Arteta. They are absolutely going mad. And they didn't like his comments about this is who we are. This is who apparently said it's just who we are. And they're all going a little bit mad over that and saying, where's your ambition?
I think the problem is it comes down to when you look at the chairman. I mean, all right, we've got Solanke and a couple of other players, but when you think about it, the squad's not great. Not by a long shot. I mean, when he first came in, give him his dues, because I thought myself, he's going to come in and that, and he's got all this old guard he's got to try and work with and think out of him, but he managed to get him to play fairly good football last season. They did fairly well. Now, obviously, they got top for a while, and then, of course, he got the nickname Andrew Postelostu, because at the end of the day, it started to go off the rails. Yeah. But we saw near the end of last season his frustration because not getting to see the support from the chairman, because the comments, and Anthony's already said he's one of those. If he's not careful, he'll just up sticks and walk out and leave the place.
Yeah. All the managers leave Spurs like that, though. I don't know what Daniel Levy's problem is, and that is the problem at the club. I think it's Daniel Levy. Then he's always been. I don't know. He's just been so tight.
I mean, look, I know he's looking after Joe Lewis's, his money and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, the bloke Joe Lewis is a billionaire, and at the end of the day, isn't it? For what he's paying out for, okay, makes a slight dent, but nothing with the interest he'll earn on his money he's got anyway. So, and you buy a big stadium, you build a stadium like they have, you expect to get players in to play in a stadium like that. You know what I mean? It's one of those.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
like you gel 70% of the time, but in quite a lot of times the team seems to are they don't seem to gel, and that's the problems. What they've got on the pitch. Do you know what I mean? You can see it when you was watching it on the weekend. It's like there wasn't nothing there. I mean, the only time I find Tottenham a threat was like in the first 15 minutes of the game, and that was it. And I can't tell you much more than that. And if anything, for them playing at home, having the home advantage, and with us having that weak midfield, like I said earlier, Lee, and then partly through the game, we were playing like the old George Graham tactics, playing the long ball down the pitch.
Because you know why? Because the midfield is fucked, right? Knackered. The wingers weren't doing their job. Saka weren't even great. Martinelli definitely weren't great. I know we made some changes a bit late on, brought Sterling and Emmanuel on and that, but
he could be out for the Man City
wasn't
game.
nothing there.
Saka.
Was trying to beat that high line with that long ball. That's what he was trying to do, because they're playing so. We let them have the ball, and we were just camped in our own half most of the fucking game anyway.
Well, yeah, we did, yeah. But Saka, there's a possibility he might be out for the Man City game.
Yeah,
and I was watching it on a stream, and I forget who put it in the comments. It was like, Saka was milking it again. I think it was Doors, that guy. I didn't know if you know him, but I think he put that comments in the chat. Yeah, that was what I. I wanted to bring that up on Sunday night show, but I forgot.
Did you notice after the game, he was walking on the pitch, no problems at all.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I told you, milking it, mate. Milking it. He does.
Walking along.
Yeah, milking it.
Well, we are going to move on to have a quick look at the. Before we round it up, we are going to look at the fantasy football. Is it fantasy football or fantasy Premier League? It's fantasy Premier League, isn't it? I keep calling it fantasy football. That's the Sky one. John Ronan, look forward to the next game against Tottenham. Unfortunately, it's a midweek game, not the weekend. It doesn't matter when it is. We'll still smash the fucking granny out of them. Fuck them.
Smash the granny out of them.
Oh, I heard that comment for a while, mate. I tell you.
Yeah, I had a vision of a granny then in
Smash the fucking granny out of them. Don't worry about that. That's my granddad. That's what he used to say. See you. I'll fucking smash the granny out of you. You carry on. That's him behind. Look, that's him. See the thing on the wall?
Yeah, lovely, mate.
Yeah.
That's him behind there in the 50s. That's from the 50s, that one.
Yeah.
But yeah,
good job, Dave, that the OSG's not in the chat in the comments. Bloody hell, he'd have had a twinge, wouldn't he? So you saying that, smash the granny out of him.
Yeah. Right, let's have a look at this. Let's see a share screen, a tab. Where's the tab? Oh, there it is. I think that's it. Right, so we're going to look at the league. Right, here we go. Can you see it, boys?
Yep.
Just about, yeah.
Oh, look, he's moved up. He's moved up, hasn't he?
So,
God,
Mr. Herbert. So we've got Peter O'Connor, top of the league. McManus, top of the league, 312 points. Anthony Herbert, he's got, you're close. You're 4 points behind. You had a good week this week, 81 points.
Yeah.
Kymere River, Jamie Dunn in third. Me, myself, and I in fourth place. I've climbed up a place, I think. I only got 62 points this week. I've used my wild card, by the way. I was getting in need of. I've got too many. I had Odegaard, Saka, Pedro. Loads of injuries in my team. Couple of others, I can't remember who they were now. But we've got the Hendon Guna, El Diablo FC in joint fourth. 287 points.
To be fair, I ain't looked at this. I must admit, 'cause I ain't got a clue who I am.
We're going to get to you. You're down the bottom somewhere.
I surely will.
You're a Saka skill or something. Trevor Monero in 6th. Shambles FC, that's Scott Kirk, friend of the channel, in 7th. 8th, we've got joint 8th, Joseph Herbert and Lawrence Watkins.
Yeah.
Joint 8th. We've got Arnie Slots Chargers, Emery Baker in 10th. Pure Blood FC, Jamie Charles in 11th. Moss Sports World, that's the Sasky Gooner or Gunner comes in the chat sometimes. He's in 12th. He's gone down. Living Saliba Loca, Emery Minton, stayed in 13th place this week. Richard Herbert again, Richie's Reds. He's got moved up to 14th. First attempt is moved up to 15th. Simon Gunn.
That's shit. Look at that, 16th.
And there he is.
Lightning.
Early Dodge Football TV FC, Tony. You've moved up to 16th. So where was you, Tony? You must have been a bit further down.
Must be a bit further down, mate. That's for sure.
Yeah.
He put Danny Ings in this week. He got him 50
you might
points.
have been You might have been in about 19th because 18th of 19th has dropped. You must have been about 19th, yeah. So you got Pepsi Sonic Gooner in 19th, Ian James, LTL Cockerell in 18th. LTL, he must be a Spurs fan. Cockerell, yeah, LTL. Terry Venables, they used to call him LTL when he was at Barcelona, didn't they? And Earn Your Spurs, Christopher Peters, as another Tottenham fan, 17th, stayed there. What we got here? There's more in the. There's 28 teams in there now.
There's one at the bottom. Has he dropped out the one at the bottom?
One at the bottom. That's.
Watch me now.
Watch me now. That's Anthony
That's
Herbert.
not me. That's not me, by the way. I am going to say that. That's not me. My team's at the top. That's not me.
Are you sure, mate? Are you sure
Yeah,
the imposter is the one at the top and this is you at the bottom?
I'm sure.
Just want to make sure, mate.
I'm the one at the
only
top.
reason why I say that, the only reason why I say that, because on Sunday you have your name in capitals and it's in capitals here as well. That's why I'm asking that question.
No, that's not me. That is not. I swear now, that is not me. I don't know who that is, but that's.
Is that Fuzzy Gump? Is that Fuzzy from your show, Tone?
So, yeah.
Yes.
That's Fuzzy from your show. Wow.
Yeah, I got 24. 26.
26th is Mason Mance Mineral, Lorenzo Pedret. We've got Zoe. That's the only girl we've got in the league. It looks like Zoe J. Zoe Mumford, 11, 25th.
So you
I'll let you into it secretly. That's XL, extra large. That's Zoe. That's my missus.
Oh, is it?
Right, yeah. It's Zoe 11. I shouldn't say that because she could fucking hear me. She'll kill me for saying that extra large.
I can't believe you said that. You filthy, dirty bastard. That's your old woman, mate.
No, it's 11.
That's your old woman. You can't say that.
It's 11.
Oh, right?
He says it all the time, Lee. He waits for the old footsteps coming down the stairs. Do you remember the old Tom and Jerry had cartoons? You see the woman coming down with the old what do you call it? The old suspenders down to her ankles. That's his missus.
Yeah. And the umbrella comes round and smacks it in the back.
Am I back on? Am I back on? There we go.
Yeah, you're back on.
Oh, gosh. I can't believe you said that, Anthony. Oh, my God. Hang on. Have I got some...
I can't hear anybody coming down the stairs, so I'm all right. Just check.
Anthony OSG with no better granny. Mascot of the year. Don't mess with him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was brilliant. That mascot. What did you see him pushing all the Tottenham mascots away from the Arsenal players? Get away! Get away! Brilliant. deserves a big pat on the back. He does. What's that? Let me just get my binoculars out. The loser from fantasy football must wear a full Tottenham strip. You haven't got no fucking chance in hell of that
You got
happening.
no chance.
No chance
Tell
I
you,
ever see, mate. If I lost, I would never do that. I hope you lose it now. Let's see if you do it. Live on FDA channel. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Never in a million years. You couldn't give me £1 million. I'll tell you what I would do with it. I'll do it live on there. I'd have a pony and I'd wipe my ass with it. That's what I would do.
You
I'd
heard it
wipe my ass.
here first. You heard it here first, folks. What's the time? That's 8:32.
I would never ever wear a Tottenham shirt
no.
if my life depended on it. This is it, and all. Jamie O'Hara saying he was on Talk Sport. Did you see that, Tone? And with Cundy saying about they was taking the piss out of him because he predicted Tottenham would beat Arsenal, and he was going, "Well, you got to back your team, ain't you? You got to back your team." The same geezer that wore a Man City shirt and prayed for his team to lose last season at the lane, fucking
That's
knobhead.
That's
What
true.
a prick! He's a complete prick. That mate, don't get me started.
Yeah,
Get my
you're not
back
wrong
up,
there,
ego.
John. West Ham will be up for it against Chelsea in the weekend.
Yeah. West Ham will be up for it. Chelsea, yeah.
Well,
They've got a chance. They've got a chance. Is it at West Ham?
well, you know what we've got to do, Lee? We've got to do the predictions, haven't we? Because we're not on Thursday.
Oh yeah, we'll have to do the predictions. Have you got? Yeah, all right, we'll do it. But you've got to do predictions on Tony's show. I don't want to steal the thunder.
Well, it's only predictions. I might come out. I might jumble it up a bit on tomorrow night's stream. I always do.
Okay, if you don't
I
mind,
say
so.
it I say it how it says on the tin.
Anthony, did your Mrs. Zoe sing that song "Sunshine on a Rainy Day" back in the 90s?
Well, I've been with her for 10 years, and every day's been a rainy fucking day. So yeah, I think she did.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm going to clip that. There, you're going to be blackmailed. I've got two things I'm going to clip. You're banging
Oh,
track in
God.
there. All right then. Have you got the team? Have you got the games?
Yeah, I got the games up here. Yeah.
All right.
Starting off with the early game, the worst game, is West Ham versus Chelsea.
Yeah. West Ham, Chelsea.
West Ham, Chelsea. That's 12:30 kickoff. And do you know what? I'm gonna go for a 1-1 draw on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
West Ham, Chelsea. I'll just do my own predictions then. Oh, John's doing it as well. Look. All right. Wait a minute. Let me just write this down as well. Anthony, Lee. Are you going to put yours in, or you want to save them for your show?
I'll save this for tomorrow, mate.
You save yours for your show. All right then. So what did you say? 1-1, Anthony.
Yeah, I go 1-1.
John's gone 2-1. I'm going to go 1-0 Chelsea.
Oh, yeah. Right, and the next game is Aston Villa against Wolves.
That's a Villa Wolves.
Yeah.
2-0 Villa.
I'm going to go 2-1 to Aston Villa. Tony's recording this. I know he is. He's going to say, well, that's bloody different what you said last night, Anthony. Fucking hell, what are you saying?
Yeah.
Next game, Fulham versus Newcastle. I'm going to go 2-2.
You want to go 2-2?
Yeah.
John said 3-0 Villa. 2-2. I'm going to go Newcastle away again.
Smith Rowe.
Yeah, 1-1.
Oh, there we go.
Gonna go 1-0. John's gone 2-2 as well.
And this could be, I didn't know if this could be a first win to Everton, but they're away. So it's Leicester versus Everton.
Leicester versus Everton. What are you going for?
You know what? I'm gonna give Everton the benefit of the doubt. I think they're due a win, so I'm gonna go 2-1 Everton. They'll pick up their first win against
You reckon?
Leicester. Yeah.
All
How
right.
do you feel against Villa?
I'm gonna go 2-0 Leicester.
Okay.
John's going 1-1. Next game.
Next game, Liverpool versus Bournemouth.
They're gonna bounce back.
Yeah. I'm gonna go 2-0 Liverpool.
3-1. I'm gonna go.
Okay. Bloody hell. And then Championship promotions, Southampton versus Ipswich.
Oh.
I'm gonna go I'm gonna go a draw on that one. I'm gonna go 2-2. I'll go 2-2 on that one.
2-2. I'm gonna go 2-0.
Who's that
He's
to?
he's copied a lot of our scores. Old John in the chat.
Well, you go 2-0 Ipswich or 2-0 Southampton.
Who?
You said 2-0. Were you 2?
2-0 Southampton.
2-0 Southampton. Okay. And then we've got, after that one, we've got Tottenham versus Brentford.
8-0 Brentford. Bayern Munich are winning 3-0, by the way. Aces. Cheers for that.
Thanks for that. I'm going to
go. I'll tell you what. I think Spurs are going to lose again. I'm going to go 1-0.
I was going to go a Brentford win. I was going to say 2-1 Brentford.
2-1.
Yeah. And then the last game on Saturday is at past 5 is Crystal Palace versus Man United.
Yeah. That's going to be a
I'm
good
going
game.
to go.
City will destroy Arsenal easily. Aces is saying.
Yeah.
Tottenham victory, unfortunately.
I'm going to go.
Eddie will score against United.
Yeah, I think he will. He might do. He might do.
Fuck him. He won't score. Fuck all.
Do you know what? I'm going to go. Do I go Man United win?
You could just sit there.
I'll go,
Football Dad's Army, the voice of reason. He ain't gonna
the voice of reason. Yeah.
That's the granny out of it.
Where are you kidding, Mr. Hitler? That's right. That's on it.
I'm going 2-0 United.
I'm going to go 2-1 Man United. I think either Ed Nketiah or Eze might score in that one.
I'm not going to Eze out of my team at all.
On Sunday, we have, this would be a good game. Brighton versus Nottingham Forest.
This all depends whether Pedro's back or not. For me,
yeah. You know what? Stick me down for a 1-1. Brighton and Forest 1-1.
1-1.
Yeah.
Axel Foley will definitely score. Seagulls. Who's Axel Foley? Welbeck.
No.
John Murray.
No.
Do
they call him? Is over Eddie Nketiah?
I'm going 2-2.
Right. And the last game is Manchester City versus Arsenal.
Yeah.
And I hate to say this. I'm going to go. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, Lee, but I'm going to go 2-1 Man City.
2-1 Man City.
Yeah, I don't want it to be. I mean, my
Obviously,
heart's saying 1-1, but my head's saying 2-1. So I'm
I'm
going to go
going
with
to
my
one.
head.
I'm going 2-1 Arsenal.
All right then, fair enough.
I'm gonna have the faith. John saying 1-1 will draw. I'm gonna have the faith. I'm gonna have some belief. We'll probably get done 4 or 5-0, won't we?
Well, we've got the best defence in the Premier League, haven't we? But I think it's something's going to balls up, and he's going to be. We've got Declan Rice back for that game, but and maybe Odegaard. I don't know, but
Well, I heard
I just
Odegaard was going to be fit for the Tottenham game, but
yeah,
obviously that was all just bullshit, weren't it? At the end of the
shit,
day.
yeah.
What's that? Who's Sergio? Sergio, what's that?
Trade Lamar and Scary Terry for Chase.
Oh, I don't know what that means. Mark Oliver is the ref. Oh no, not that. What for the Arsenal game?
Oh,
Please.
oh
Oh,
no,
it
not
doesn't matter
that
who
one.
the
That
ref
was
is
the
anyway.
Brighton. That one, the one that was the Brighton game, was it?
No, that was Chris Kavanagh.
Oh,
That was Chris Kavanagh. That's the only Mark. Do you know what? Easy to miss, Mark Oliver. Easy to miss.
mm,
Yep. Yes, for the Arsenal. Yeah, it's all right. Well, yeah, a lot of people have had a pop at Mark Oliver about how he's biased towards Arsenal, but I ain't buying it, mate. I ain't. I know there's been a lot of times where he's made some. You question, but you question all the refs, didn't you? I
mm,
mean, he just because he's one of the most popular ones. He was at the Euros, wasn't he, Mark Webber as well? But all the English refs are shit. Every one of them's shit. So it don't matter who the ref is. They're all crap. They're all, you know, they're none of them are any good.
no.
But anyway, listen. Thanks everybody in the chat. Thanks to my panelists, Anthony and Tony. I don't think there's anything else before we go. Was there? We haven't forgot anything, have we?
Let's
I don't
laugh
know.
about the Spurs.
Did we touch on the Man City or Atlanta game? Or?
You didn't touch much on the Atlanta game, have you?
Oh no, we haven't. Oh, we forgot to talk about the. We forgot to talk
The
about
game
the
before the
Atlanta.
City game.
And the
We forgot
City
to talk
game.
about a future
Yeah.
game. Oh, I thought we was finished.
Well, all I'm going to say on the Atlanta game, Lee, is I think personally, I think we should jump on the team up. You know, I mean, it's the first game with the Champions League. Look at the table we're in. So
Yeah,
I find if we can actually jump on the team up, play well, even if we get a draw, if not a scrappy 1-0 win,
yeah.
start off the campaign good. But let's jump on the team up and let's save our players for Man City. We can afford to do that.
Yeah, but well, we did speak about that. We did say that at the start. At the
Well,
start,
we
didn't
did, but we didn't really we didn't really go into depth, you know.
we? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we can do a reaction to it. We can do a reaction because my eyes are burning. I'm sorry, boys, but my eyes are burning. I got to try and get me nut down soon because I know it's only 9:15, but I'm really tired. So we'll do a reaction to it, people. Thanks everybody in the chat. Tony, as always, thanks for coming on. Really
Sorry, late, mate. But
appreciate your
thanks anyway.
support and your help. Go and subscribe to Tony's channel if you ain't. John Rowan, you know, you like West Ham as well. Go and have a look at his channel. He's got a blinding channel. He does streams like this, but he's a bit. They're a bit better than mine at the minute. They're a bit busier, but I do appreciate him coming on my channel, and I appreciate everybody in the chat. Thanks everybody, and don't forget stick a like on the video before you leave. And we're not on this Thursday because Arsenal are on. We're watching the game, and you know we didn't want to make things too late. Thanks, AFC, always. Thanks as always for coming in, John, Aces, everybody in the chat. Really appreciate it. We'll see ya right here next Tuesday. And what you got to say?
I'll see you next Tuesday, lads.
Yeah.
That's our
Goodbye,
finishing.
yeah.
That's our spirit.